Heroic and FURIA, and the action brought to you by Chad and Alex.
Thanks very much, fellas. Yeah, okay, so unprecedented scenes for a semi-final. We will start on Mirage. I'm sure Chad's got lots to say about the veto process, as did the desk. Us two picked for our second, a guarantee to be seeing that one in action. But now Shush, he has constantly impressed as his CT hold, but he's already got a lot through. The nade doesn't find too much, but Cadian immediately catching one before the smokes are up. So that should translate into a plant, but a man disadvantage. They want CT, and it makes sense using a flash to take it, but there's a lot more than what may bargain for around the corner. Another flash! He has to find frags, and it's far from that. Cadian with two. Already on the bomb. K-Serata needs to be a hero. Shush quick to the draw, and there you have it. Heroic. Locking it down, and Cadian, a highly influential CT pistol.
Yeah, strap yourself in. I'm hoping that is a sign of things to come. Dust too, like, I think I might be reeling from seeing that pop up in the veto for a little while. Now for Heroic with a newer roster, that's not too, you know, we can make a case for how they could pick that. The fact that FURIA played chicken, as the desk put it. I just quickly had a little bit of a look, and if I've done my research correctly, FURIA, like with Ard, Yuri, Vinny, K-Serata, that core of the team, the last time they played Dust 2, Alex, was back in 2018. Now, we're now in 2021. Now, that's a long time for them to not have any officials on that map. So once we do get to map 2, I cannot wait to see what's in store. But let's get back underway here. The force buy out from FURIA off the back of that plant. AK's Galil's scouts in the mix, and the hero of yesterday, career-high performance against that of Astralis. See how much of a menace he can be. Much more of an aggressive matchup against Heroic. This is going to be absolutely locking horns.
It'd be a great opportunity as well to start seeing, you know, a star performance out of Refresh. Undefeated with this roster so far. Let's see if Heroic can keep their head above water into the second round. Force, it's very threatening.
Actually taking a bit of pace out of this one, and some good nades being held onto by Heroic.
Look at Art's second round lost pistol buy. Full nades, full armor, and an AK-47. The dude is living the high life.
Yeah, he's got a gift or two in the mix there as they're trying to window boost.
Yeah, Stown probably ready for this. The flash didn't catch him. He's tightly held the line. I'm sure he'll be cognizant that it's possible.
They're creeping forward as well.
Oh, and just as they try to mantle up, Stown forces the issue. Damage, heavy damage, and actually a frag. Vinny provides it from this palace position. Cadian now in a lot of trouble. If he doesn't hit those cleanly, Vinny knows where you are, as do FURIA. Art, however, tagged up just a little, not enough. And this second round feels so imposing. FURIA already with 2 frags. The sight is there. There's a good spray from Shush. Oh, nearly 3. And it does get translated all the one man. Yuri stands and delivers.
Oh, that was so sharp. That flurry of frags was insane. So many kills coming in. Everybody picked. Everybody took a fight. And FURIA are the ones walking away with the round.
Jeez, came right down to it. Yuri grabbing the AK, has enough time to find the frag. Yeah, that was a hectic exchange towards the tail end of that one. Let's see. So 38 seconds on the clock as Art does manage to find his first, and then the rest, just 10 seconds later, it comes down to a 1v2. Oh, Yuri, very quick
fade away
to find Refresh after Tessus. He gets his fist bump, and he's already earned himself a lot of respect in the server. Armored Deagles in response, and already blood drawn. Art peeks on the smoke. Cadian sent down. This is FURIA's pick. It's their domain, and immediately taking back control of it after losing the pistol.
Down a man, big problems here with Cadian out of the equation. Art in connector, more control around middle. Bomb still towards top mid, and oh, another smoke towards connector. Wanting to take back some space. Down getting up close and personal. Deagle to the belly could be perfect.
Yeah, he actually gets flashed in, and they were ready for it. Well handled. K-Serata with another. Just the scout of Shush, the only standing pillar of defense. It's gone. And we have just Tessus maintaining his armored Deagle in that kitchen. Well, couldn't get better for FURIA into the second and third.
Yeah, looking good to stabilize now, and should have another off the back of this conversion. Tessus will do his very best, but all in all, I think FURIA are continuing that sharp look. If confidence was an issue for FURIA in the past, after last night showing against Astralis, I don't think that should be in question anymore. And out the gate, they're looking like they want to take fights. And that's one of the keys here with this FURIA roster, is the confidence in their individuals. Because they take so many aggressive, audacious plays, it's heads-up Counter-Strike. They're taking just a lot of fights. Need to be hitting the shots. A few seconds left. Bomb's going to go off. Second round posted on the board. And we've got this one well and truly underway. Heroic should be looking at an eco here, need to start to stabilize with a bit of cash. So FURIA likely to post up the third, running all over these USPs. Not enough money for Heroic to really invest into anything right here, and I hope this one really delivers in buckets and spades, because the two teams that we have in the server, right? Heroic, the desk saying, yeah, they haven't really been tested. Look at the names they've gone through. You can only beat who's in front of you, but this is a test. And if they make it all the way through to the grand final, Gambit are the final boss. So
yeah,
it is testing grounds for Heroic. You're really seeing how far this newer roster has come together in a short period of time, but back in that boot camp environment, and back over towards A we go. Junior leading the charge. Nobody home. Stacked over towards B, so all the room he wants.
Maybe this eco could be a good chance to just rehash anyone that's just joined the fact that Dust 2 has cropped up again. Now, you were telling me that FURIA have 2 Dust 2s on record as a core.
Yeah, so I was just having a little bit of a look, right, because it was a big chance that both teams would float it.
I know there was banter on Twitter. They're talking about floating Dust 2. I didn't know how sincere it was.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's a risk for both teams. So for FURIA, when I went back and had a look, the last game on it was against NTC in the American Minor
okay.
back in 2018, and they lost that game 16-8. So when you're having a look at this...
And Heroic, it's a similar kind of story?
Well, with Heroic, with this new team that they've put together, Dust 2 not towards the top of the map
played
at all.
in the last 3 months.
Yeah, for them, it's a risk as well. And that's what we're talking about in terms of going into this risky maneuver. Because if you're Heroic, sure, you're going to pick it, but you have no idea what FURIA could look like on that map. Now, let me just throw a couple of highlights your way for a team like FURIA on a map like Dust 2. Double AWPs, Art and Junior, aggressive maneuvers, getting out long, getting in the face, biffing up Cat, going nuts in those regards. So Dust 2 could just be an absolute brawl of a game.
Yeah, I just had to go back to the 12-month filter to find a Dust 2 on Heroic's record.
Okay, so it is just completely unseen territory for both squads. You don't want to miss that one. But if Heroic are able to pick up Mirage, then it could be all over in 2. They picked it for a reason. They've obviously been cracking the map.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Scrims and officials, though, as we know, does often not always replicate one another. So, smoked off on A. FURIA starting to push in. They have Tetris, and they've completely locked out the CTs. They've got very little retake util. They don't even have kits, Chad. It's 2 smokes. And FURIA have got the site entirely under their control. CT's a problem, though. And no one's actively holding it. They're even boosting stairs. So Yuri will have an opportunity to challenge onto Connector as Spray's tagged up Cadian just a little. A kitless retake against
smokes,
5
however.
AKs. Yeah, I don't know, though. We might be seeing a unicorn round here.
They're going to go for this. Smokes are coming out now. Flashes in exchange.
You could lose it all here. You've got about 5 seconds to kill 5 of them. And here it starts. The frags are coming in. Someone needs to be on that bomb. Someone needs to be on it now. They get in the frags and they get the round. Heroic. Living up to the name. That was beautifully executed against all the odds. And right down to the wire, they just pulled the second round out of the hat.
Oof, keeping 4 players alive is important in a round like that as well. FURIA, no dramas getting a buy on the board, but for Heroic to keep so many members alive in what could have been a crazy chaotic retake, they've kept that clean. Get their second round and get another buy underway. But the Krieg out for Vinny, AWP out for Junior. Now we can really start to stabilize and sink our teeth into some of these gun rounds. Important for Tessa straight through the smoke there and actually using this to play around. It's drawn a couple in. Help Tessa's out and... Oh, playing bodyguard, Tessa's with 3 big kills in that one. That's a chaotic moment. That there, it's so difficult to communicate when the clock's like that. Setting up for an ace set piece here, just Shush on an absolute island. He's playing ticket passive. We've got 3 players over towards short right now for Heroic. They're in the wrong place. He can rotate back in time. Shush trying to delay the best he can, jumping, dodging, smoking. But here comes the execute.
Oh, over the smoke. Perfect from Yuri. Finds a gap. Punishes them. And they'll call the site clear as his molly does go down.
This might be a save.
This might be the save. Don't think they can pull the same off again with a man disadvantage this time. FURIA, though, just 2A executes. Not deterred by the successful retake of round 5.
A bit caged, though. You can see how they're still not in. Still using utility. As Heroic are clawing around the map here, seeing if they can isolate a fight with their pack, 4 of which are now over towards the B apartments. Refresh is even tucked on in. And the fact that bomb isn't going down is kind of drawing out on a foregone conclusion. Unless they go back towards B, there's no way Heroic are winning this round. Bomb planted now. And the save can begin. The question is, Do FURIA want to chase it all? There's a bit of residual cash. Queserato, Yuri, Art, Vinny, all with a bit to work with. Are we just going to have a stalemate here?
I think
or?
so. I mean, the fact that Art's so flicky between those two options just implies he might be expecting CTs to be lingering.
I guess with how late they were on the last retake as well,
Sure.
this one, they could be worrying it could be coming in at any moment. We can see not the case. And, well, Heroic went for a gamble.
Imagine turning the corner into that. That's a totem pole of death.
If we're going to see a heavy gamble CT side out of Heroic, like a round like that, and then just doing default spreads, it's going to take one round. Well, it's actually a battle of rounds, but right now, for Cadian, he needs to get a call in that is going to trump FURIA, like they get the right stack, and then that's where you can start to push FURIA around the map where you want them to end. So, yeah, easy save. Purchasing back on in. You can almost forget that round even happened. Was one kill all we needed, and here we go again. 4-2.
Serious business as well for Heroic. They got the blackout blinds closed. They don't want any daylight. No, none of that nonsense. We're here to game. Heroic, let's see if they are going to fall foul to surely and not the same call. FURIA, 5-man early lead. This is something they even clearly constructed. They want to punish, and look, extinguished, straight out. Yuri meets two of them, and they're both down. They're both drawing blood. Art's lost his jewel, and Heroic, just as you prophesized, Chad, have broken the FURIA A default. Don't want to speak too soon. Queserato catching one while fully flashed. If they don't shut him down, he can pop off. That's important. Refresh brings the round to a close with a good frag, and the bomb loose now under a lot of duress. Junior just looking to maintain what he can. Testis is already really quick on this one.
Heard it. Oh.
Yeah, nope. Here's the scope. Realizes it's not the fight for him. Does do well to land the nade close enough.
He's clamped in though. Look at this, Junior. Getting pushed from T-spawn as well. Has a gap that he can pip here into B apartments. You really don't want to give up kills if you're Heroic. Oh, and he's actually made it past.
Dreamy.
Okay, well, holding on to the AWP is about the best he can offer here with the bomb so far away. Junior's just going walkabout here.
2 in dark, though. That was the change-up.
It's been... The last couple have been awkward, haven't they? Like, they just feel like they're over immediately. 1 kill, last round over. This time, as soon as they went out and the pulse push didn't work, could call it over as well. 30 seconds left. And the rounds are drawn out, but not because they're taking their time to execute. It's because the action's happening so quick. All right. Well, third round. 15 seconds still to go.
You know what I think is a dialogue that's been lost a little bit?
Okay.
Is that because FURIA are still succeeding at such a high capacity, we haven't ever had the dialogue, you know, the super dramatic dialogue of a whole team communicating in a second language. Look at the damage it's done. How far have FURIA fallen? How worth is it for Junior? Blah, blah, blah. It's just not happened. You know, like these guys have straight up managed to stabilize whilst completely transitioning their team's communication. Now you can see that double dark setup, that's a CT smoke they dropped, aware of the potential swing from ramp and just focusing their attention on anyone that wanted to charge out of Palace. A smile on Cadian's face, he knows he's achieved something there. And that just closes the gap. A single round separates the two of them. And we're ready to see another A call. Vinny, oh, straight through. He's already swinging onto the default box. I'm not sure they're ready for this. Down still flashed. He's shot in the backside. Doesn't go down. Turns attention now. They can't find him. Vinny disappears for a second, but still, the S's. It's down. Shush. Frags. Junior did trade one back. Virtue of the flame. Cadian rotating into A as the bomb was spotted. Tetris. It still lies idle on the floor there. Vinny just continues to hold W. Chad. You were talking about rounds being determined at the start. Well, that's an attempt.
Yeah, they're not able to stop this A take completely. So now it looks like maybe not a retake, but site control and information being gathered by FURIA here. They've clawed forward. They've got control of jungle now, so they can plant open.
What's this triple CT? They're just playing for the retake, I suppose. Let the bomb go down. Let them nestle into their after plant. Oh, wait. Refresh is going for a super late connector, so when all this chaos is going down from CT, Refresh might have some backs turned. Aren't aware it's a possibility. But one way or the other, this CT walk in, there's Refresh, distracts, and now here they come, flooding into the site. Queserato a lot to do, Cadian's already lined up 2, and now a missed shot. Junior's in trouble. They're just going to defuse in front of his very face. 3 seconds, 2 and 1. Heroic, another well-formatted retake of the A site.
Oof. Oh, Junior going down there in the final stages. Get rid of the AWP, making them reinvest. But all in all, I think if we take some notes here at what Heroic are doing is they're just trying to win out these initial exchanges and then not give them extra, right? So, okay, we have that number advantage. You might have control of that territory. We can wait this out. Wow, okay. Art really trying a sneaky maneuver, getting found out by Refresh in the final seconds, but Cadian coming up in a big way there. Tied up 4-4. It'd be interesting to see if this continues, right? Because if they keep throwing their bodies at this A bomb site, Shush is going to be on notice time and time again, doing all right with 7 kills to his name.
He always does. I mean, I've watched a few Heroic Mirages, and he's had, I think, 2 4Ks with the USP on those pistols from that CT box. Super comfortable there. And yeah, getting hunted down by Vinny. I mean, not going to be many teams in the professional Counter-Strike realms that will be taking shots like that at that time on the clock. He was so quick out. He's taking a fight onto default from triple. And still, Heroic well handled. They, as you described it, I think you put it best. Just not giving them any more after those initial exchanges that you look to win. Little bit of early chip damage.
Yeah, it's not just an A piece, but Art's got a lot of room through middle here.
He jumps straight into that smoke.
Now they're just creeping out.
Yeah, and if Shush isn't careful on this jiggle, ooh, jump rather. He meets the AWP. They'll go on this. Here they come. Junior's got the bomb on his back as well. Stown's completely isolated. Art's through the flames. Yuri's already caught Stown. And the rest may as well save. Another one. What is this Counter-Strike? What do we do?
Well, all they did different there was just throw mid-smokes, really make it look like it was going to be fast through middle with all the bodies, because what FURIA are doing is they're almost just pack rolling around the map, right? And that was all the ruse. They just walked up ramp. And they are really punishing the way that Shush plays A. And it's of no fault of Shush's. The fact that his teammates, they're always more focused towards mid, short, B. It just means that he has to either play a position which is close ramp or under balcony, where it's more like a one and done, or he has to play retake. And if you don't have support, playing close is so difficult. That situation right there, jumping for info, wants to take the fight, knows that he's going to be pinned to that position. Nades, and mollies galore.
My question is, you know, we know that CT double ramp setups are common. We know, they can send a Cadian over there to support him and Shush, establish early ramp control. But the beauty of what FURIA are doing is there's no reason to say they'll be doing it again. Yeah,
and I think even if they were to push hyper-aggressive close ramp at the start, with how quick out the gates FURIA are on these A execs, those players are going to be isolated. There'll be flashes everywhere. It's not going to be easy. And taming this pace, the initial exchanges of these rounds have gone down in the first 10 seconds.
And with that said, expect the AWPs to draw blood, whether it's Arts or whether it's Stown and Cadian. We got 3 in play for round 10. This is a big one. And Arts taking his mid. Refresh is going to have a little look. It could cost him his life. He's just narrowly missing out on that AWP peak. And it's Stown that finds the first. There it is. The AWP rings true across on B side. An early advantage for Heroic to try and close this gap.
More of a default spread here now. Junior's been given back the AWP and then quickly over to B to try and punish Stown, knowing that he's going to rotate away, and he's right. He's dropped a bit more passive. It's Tessus on the jump peak here. And they're rejigging this setup. Stown's all pushing close towards short. They get the pillar smokes down. That's going to isolate and deny. Pop flash off the wall ready for Art. I think they're set on B.
Yeah, it feels that way. Tessus, anti, and he's going to get pushed. Arts straight through the smoke and has dropped Van. I think Tessus is aware, but his teammate wasn't. Refresh caught. Arts' maneuver makes a little space, and if Tessus can't find another one, he's getting tagged up heavily through the smoke. They're desperate for one more frag. Will it be Stown? Calls the cross. Vinny is across. Tessus is so low. Down, does manage to defend him. And another from Tessus on that low HP. Finally, he's silenced, but it's only Yuri now. Well defended again. Heroic, they like to keep FURIA at arm's length, don't they?
Oh, 2 spotted here for Yuri.
Cadian's already watching the door. And that sound cue implies he might have tried his luck.
Yeah, good bit of damage. If Yuri can find this short kill, might be able to get the bomb down and isolate the other 2.
He picks up a flashbang. Oh, and confirms down short. AWP might work. That was a chance, and bomb plant should be denied by the spread of the flames. 9 seconds as he just looks to try and take something. They could kill him after time if he's not too careful. Cadian shuts him down for the equalize. 5-5. Mirage getting off to a flying start.
Well, now we know double AWPs, and when I say we, FURIA know double AWPs are in play, and with that in mind, we might see one of these A hits just again. If they just want to go on to this pounce, have that smoke landing stairs, have a smoke landing CT spawn as the flashes and they tunnel on up, you can avoid getting picked off one at a time like this. And Stown with a great opener there. I think Tessus did a fantastic job with his survivability on the site. able to pivot off his teammates, and Cadian closing down shop with the final kill. Looks like they're going for an A hit again, but heavy through mid. That is like 3, 4. That's like 4 smokes in middle.
Yeah, and there's still A side though. Okay, Serato finds Shush. That's the A defender immediately opened up. But 3 more members of Heroic reside here on this A site. It's by no means a guarantee. Tessus is feeling the flames. Art has found a gap.
Got it.
Tessus in trouble. Loses his head to K Serato. A double entry from the Brazilian. Maybe Refresh has got some more to say. Art's taken jungle control as well. This is so suffocating. Just wants somewhere to hide. Does elevate into a frag.
Oh
wow, Refresh gets away with murder. And he will be caught out. If only Art could find another, but Stound's there with a crucial frag. Look what it's given him. He has not only Connector, he has his jungle. He can contest a triple side plant if he's quick. Oh, he's stood a little too slow. And now the bomb is down, but one not ready. Yuri unprepared. Junior to come up clutch. It's a double AWP. It's a full-on AWP DM sesh, but in a semi-final. No flash. He'll be able to hit this shot should they give it to him. Decides he wants to focus down on a chance. Missed. Cadian closing the gap. Time on Junior's side now, but Stan will find him. Using that numbers advantage in the 1v2. And with a stern glare at his screen, he secures a 6th. 3 in the round from Stound on that secondary AWP, Chad, and he's definitely no slouch on it. It's not going to be something that's on the tip of our tongue when talking about secondary AWPers, but Stound, he plays his part.
He's a very versatile player, Stound. I think, you know, being able to have him, there's nobody that he's stepping on the toes of to be doing the secondary AWPing, which is nice, and he wants to pull it out. Maybe when you guys look at Heroic, it's hard to identify who the stars are because they all can frag at a very high level. Stound, let me tell you, is an absolute bloody star, and if he can do more of that kind of action, help get his team up to a big lead. We're 6-5 right now. Art on the AK, he's been dropped. Oh no, he's purchased one in himself, so do a bit of damage here. Mollied straight over towards Tap, flashed. If he peeks too much further, it will be into the line of this AWP of Cadian.
Yeah, I've seen him do it before. Seen him do it to Astralis in the quarters. Yuri's got the backup Kevlar, should this AK go down. This is going to be a really good test for how rigid Heroic's defense is. They're seen as some of the most thorough.
Good nade.
Oosh, that is a lot of damage. Over 100 from the top spin nade. And they're all hanging out in middle.
All going to be shooting fish in a barrel here if they stay around in connector.
Yeah. Heroic has switched on. And you can see the change of plans. Tess is even taking space thanks to Cadian's deep line.
Oh, this could be dangerous right now.
Well, if they stay as they are, it's perfect, no? Short's a bit of a threat. Cadian has acknowledged that. Tessus has his side. I kind of love their setup, actually. The only issue is if Yuri hits an absolute screamer. Like that. Cadian, what have you got? One and dip. Short there. Art with the AK, and suddenly Furia have made a round out of this. They have the sight. The rotates are so far away. Refresh detached from the pack, and Furia with just a single AK-47 are making a competitive B take out of it. That's a big find from Refresh, but Art continues to just make things more and more chaotic. Losing Refresh to the trade, and now, well, there's an AWP on. Stound's back. It's really not the weapon for the job. Probably wants to maintain.
Yeah, it looks like they're saving here. Shush isn't pushing any further in the B apps, and that is insane that was literally just that AK-47. Yuri had Kevlar with a Deagle, but that's all they brought in.
He's done it again.
And that's the thing, right? That B setup, it looked good, but you were right. All it took was that one kill because Cadian, unfortunately, was under pressure from both sides. They just slipped on up, knowing where the eyes were, and that is a rough round to lose if you're Heroic, but a very Furia round to win.
Yeah. Infuriating.
That right there is actually going to sting Heroic quite a bit. Like, to drop around in those circumstances, go back and you see how much that nade did. A timeout integral here, and that's just to talk through. There's still a lot of rounds to be played in this first half. 3 more to be precise, and Heroic want to put their name on every single one of them. Look at this. Art's taken the space off of Cadian having to swing and deal with Yuri. Otherwise, he was watching that short position, right? Art shouldn't have been able to get away with anything. But because of Yuri's opening kill, it opened up the site. Secured them the round. It's a rough one to lose, but this is CS. You know, you have to be able to shrug those off, and they will with a buy again. The AWP's back out. Famous for Tessus. On the ground, likely for Shush here somewhere in spawn. We're getting this one back underway.
Interesting stuff. So it's going to be double AWPs. Probably going to be looking for blood. Now, FURIA have demonstrated they can do those AXX. They'll keep you honest in your apps. Mid smokes are very common.
Now they're going B.
Now they'll hit you with the B. And it's always some pace to this. What have you got for us? Art's Orb. Will he have anything onto the jump peeking Tessus? He will fire off a shot. That should get them on notice and throw out a bit of a nade exchange. Oh, he's even thrown out his smoke early.
Oof. Second earlier on that shot, Tessus goes down, and that smoke seems to be enough just to hold them at bay for now. Vinny tasked with making sure nobody can push A. Mid is the gap here, and Heroic currently just have a few eyes on it. Refresh through the vent room. It's down now, reinitiating into mid, unknown territory.
Looks like they're just going to go for it again.
Tessus is on his own.
They can set themselves up through the smoke. Heroic is so paranoid that that could be coming from just the same player that fired off that shot to start things off.
Refresh is coming.
Here we go. Tessus loses his head immediately, and oh, K-Serato, he's just handing out 3 headshots. Vinny's got another, and the round concludes in the 3-frag spray. Just 10 seconds of bloodshed, and yeah, you may as well save those orbs, lads. You're not doing anything with this one. FURIA have got a very good-looking Mirage here. There's a reason they picked it. And their T side, it seems to have everything covered. Admittedly, maybe not the exits. They're often getting caught by these saving orbs on A, but maybe not saved. Art has already managed to get himself onto the other side of the map. And there's probably about 20 seconds or so.
Katie's not looking at all. He's still perched up. He should be dead.
One tap to the noggin. And there goes one of the two. Stown probably also going to have to hit a shot or two if he wants to keep hold. Well played. Being pressured, drops his smoke and tucks in.
All right, well, important for them to save 1 AWP, but the accounts over there at Heroic, they don't add up out of money. And unfortunately, almost out of rounds. Only 2 more to be played here. Now, the question is, do we take a save? Do we go for the buy next round, where you won't have an AWP because the money's just not there? Or do you force around the AWP that's down saved? Feels like...
With 2 AWPs, it would have been probably a more convincing case.
Yeah, and I think now, unfortunately, it will just have to be the former. So there will be the save, USPs, and an AWP. And this is... Well, FURIA winning the half. 8 looking very likely here. Stown's in a good spot if it's another BXX. Like, he can pivot from Cat. There's 3-4 players, mind you, now there with this, and Art's just going.
Hello, everyone. Anything happening over here? Nice boosted spot from Shush. Did tag him up. Oh, and the angles K-Serato's managed to find there. That's actually on top of the bin. Cadian gets sprayed down. And Stown, oh, they've even got flashes for you. They confirm they know where the AWP is. Now they can drop their smokes. They're playing this so well, but Refresh's USP is a little spiky. That's enough. Mission accomplished. And there's a quick reaction out of Stown.
How's he ready for that?
No idea. Because it's FURIA.
Wait, if they keep feeding him, he might have a look in. Bomb's just gone down. 40 seconds starts now.
If he finds K-Serato with a no-scope, no less, maybe Stown
for the bomb.
Trying to make this one work. Time, definitely a sensitive mission. The molly's useless now, Junior. You'll have to hit your shot, but now Short's panicking. That was his chance. He takes the shot, tries to fake, and now I'm afraid it falls apart. He even lands the no-scope into the leg. But FURIA now extend their lead to 8.
Worth a shot. Definitely worth a shot right there, you would think. You would think that he's going to go for the save. So he's made a lot out of that situation right there, but it is not enough. And it will just be rifles across the board, the M4s.
You can see a world, though.
Yeah.
You really could. I mean, just the fact that the smoke caused that panic, like Short realized that molly was no longer going to win them the round, and had he hit that shot, God knows, I don't know. Junior panics, can't hit the shot. It was Yuri that was trying to close the gap, and then his gun just gets a little jammed. His Glock does too.
Hate it when that happens.
Yeah, it's so common these days.
Well, here's an aggressive stance, too, down towards the underpass. And Tessus, he's had about 1 good round on this B bomb site. The rest of the time, he's been either rotating or getting 5 players in his face. Mollied back and Junior searching A again.
Shush and Stown. Oh no, it's Refresh and Stown actually this time around. Shush is the one that's just met by Yuri. Aggressive CT maneuver towards the underpass. Vinny being played with, Refreshes up and down the ladder, getting caught out either way. Forces some util out of Vinny. The Palace Lurk is known, and they're going for around the wild. They go straight through T-spawn, unannounced, after very aggressive A pressure. I think Cadian's got a whisper of it.
Oh, back to Tessus as well. He's been having a rough go at this site. He's had Famis's, he's had no utility. This time an M4, that's the only thing he has to defend with. Look at all the utils still left on FURIA.
God, they've got everything they could desire. Tessus cannot afford to go down without a frag here. It's his site. And he's flashed again. One's already made it through. This is so well choreographed. That's a good frag. Quickly silenced. They jump over Cadian's head. Trigger discipline is everything here. Oh, doesn't want to go down without a fight either. 30 seconds. FURIA now do deal with the Cadian trigger. Timing from Stown. I'm not sure if he got spotted out by K-Serato there. I think he did, yeah. You can see hyper aware. Refresh beats the Kitchen Flames. And they've got everything on lock now. Even a smoke for Junior may want to deploy that at his own leisure. Stown's going for an Apps flank. Only really going to be beneficial if Refresh can catch one of these three. And there's Junior's frag. Nice find on the bench position. Stown's gone 2, 6 to 9. FURIA is their pick, and that's a T side of a very strong Mirage team. Let's see how the CT side shapes up. We're swapping sides. We'll be back in 2.
Time is running out for the planet Earth.
Dubs and chat, baby.
Terror, violent hatred.
That's how you get a kill, baby. Sheesh. Do. All right, this is it. CS, baby. Oh. There it is. There it is. Nope. There it is. No! Boom! 28 seconds, baby. Oh, baby. I'm cracked. I'm cracked. I'm cracked. Cracked. What? Oh! I need some water. I'm sweating, dude. Where is this guy? What the fuck? Oh! This is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm saying, baby. Run that shit back.
Mirage continues our second semi-final, and it's the 13th season of ESL Pro League. It keeps on rolling, and so does the Counter-Strike. Second half, FURIA certainly laying down the law on their T side. I'm intrigued to see how it contrasts with that of what we like to consider the fakey boys of Counter-Strike. It is Heroic. It is up against FURIA, and this is the South Americans' pick. Let's see how this one shapes up. Do a bit of utility on Art. You see he's going for the Incendiary on the pistol. We've seen him use that for the B-apps early, but this time, it's something else. Heroic have got fast window control? What is going on here? Straight to the fight. K-Serato's going to lose his life, and they might be wrapping B. I have not seen this one before. There's 3 to receive them.
Bomb's down in kitchen.
Yeah, there it is. And Junior's gone down, but there's more where that came from. It's backwards. Art to the right of him. Tessus might have to hit a clean one. He has found it on the reload. Vinny finds the head. Still 2v2. This is so unclear. Bombs on B. Cadian's short. Down is pushed CT. Let me screw my head on tight, because there's still 70 seconds for this fight, but Cadian's pushing the issue. Walking into the blind spot. Bench confirms he's aggressed.
Cadian cannot die. Stown's flank is coming, but Yuri has an idea.
Stay alive. It's all you can do. Now Stown reveals his flank. He doesn't have armor for this tool, but he has got the aim. Vinny needs Stown, and he needs him now. Knows Cadian's from short, just needs to catch the timing. He's disappeared. Stown's not looking. This is perfect if Vinny can react in time. Stown, though, alert as ever. And Heroic will take the most kooky of all the T-pistols in the land.
What is crazier about that is FURIA's reaction was correct.
Yeah.
Right? The fact that they
worked it out.
The bomb going through middle, through jungle, through the vent to kitchen.
Yes.
To go to B.
Yes.
But then they had 2 players cross-firing to stop them coming out kitchen as if they were playing a post plant.
Yeah, and they weren't even caring about apps. They just knew
Not at all.
It wasn't a thing.
What on earth is going on here? I love it. Let's go again, shall we? FURIA with the force. Junior out window, scout in hand, and heavy lean over towards B from Heroic. They've got their buy looking gnarly.
All right. I'm very intrigued to see what twists and turns remain in this one. I expect a strong T side out of Heroic for sure.
This is better than the color by numbers Counter-Strike we've been getting. This is, you know where the guys, they throw paint? They throw paint on the thing and then
like
they sell
abstract
it.
art.
This is abstract art. That's what this is.
Yeah, well, appropriately, we do have Mr. Art in the server, and his Counter-Strike, alongside his teams, is a masterpiece, no matter how avant-garde it may be. Now, Shush has whipped out an MP7. Chris J, somewhere. I hope you're well.
He's smiling.
He's watching with a big smile on his face. Proud to see someone else bear the torch of the useless SMG.
Well, right now, FURIA have done them a big favor. They had 3 players very aggressive over towards this balcony dark position, and now they've just rotated, completely evacuated the A bomb site, and they have made the wrong gamble stack. Now, if they just wanted to hold on to their guns, that's the right call, but I think they probably wanted to stack and contest. As utility is being heard on the other side of the map, FURIA's fate has been sealed. And probably in the next 10 seconds, that bomb should go down, and we should call this 9-8.
But this is usually a dream, right? Especially when you've got FAMAS in the mix. Why not have another go when you've got all 5 hearts still beating?
Good call in that regard. They're not going to be able to even find too many Skittles to pick up here. I think the only other place they might want to look is top mid for Junior Scout, but that is a dangerous little journey. Stown posted up.
Oh, hello, Stown.
Absolutely dismantles Vinny there. Get on out of town. FURIA, buckle on down. Hold on to what you got. Strap yourself in. Cadian's having a look, and he's on one of the Mac 10s, so makes sense. Wanting to see if he can find a cheeky $600 per frag, get himself that AWP, and find the funds to do so. But also, holding on to your guns is good too. You know,
I mean,
it's both.
Seems like it favors everyone if we just lay down our arms. So a ceasefire is called.
I'm telling you, this is why we need that button. Like, you know, but it doesn't pop up in the server, because if it did, they could start chasing, you know, but it's just a silent one.
Yeah, you press it, and if they press it as well,
then it's all good.
It's all just
good. And we don't tell anybody.
The retake server, you know, it just starts again.
Everything we just basically just speed it up. I know there's a command. They just do that to speed up the smokes, right? Yeah, we just do that, the time dilation or something.
Let's dilate time.
All right, well, that's an idea. Maybe one that we can workshop.
Oh, look, it actually happened. We have actually controlled the time-space continuum, and we have now fallen into a tech pause. We wanted this game to last longer, Chad, and we've manifested a tech timeout.
Well, we've done well there. It's just refresh. You'll be back any moment. Don't you worry about that. Just a little bit of a tech issue, but whew, I'm glad we get a bit of a breather. I'm still trying to understand. First of all, we have Dust 2 next, in case you guys missed the first half. What was I saying? It was FURIA hadn't played it since 2018.
Yeah.
You said it was like 12 months ago since Heroic last played it, so the roster would have changed tremendously since then as well.
Yeah. I couldn't even apply the filter of like the core. It was just last 12 months was the first time Dust 2 showed up.
What match was that?
Let's have a look.
We'll send you on a little Google mission. HLTV.org. That one has all of your statistical needs. If you are new to Counter-Strike and you want to go to the place to find all the good answers, go to HLTV, but I would recommend using a thing called Sports Mode.
So the last Dust 2 we saw out of Heroic was in August of 2020. They played it once against Big Clan at DreamHack Open Summer and lost. Okay,
and that was when they had started their kind of run out of the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. I'm starting to see what happened with Dust 2, dude.
Okay. There's a cliff. There's a cliff that it fell off, right?
A complete cliff.
Okay.
So they proceeded to lose to Complexity, Vitality, Spirit, Virtus Pro, NIP, Vitality, and Big
in a row. Oh.
And then never played it again.
Well, that makes sense. I think we'll give them that one. And also these two teams, when they faced, it was in the Global Challenge, right, last year. That was with the old roster, right? That's when Nico was still here. That's when we had Bo up on the team. So the fact that they're meeting again, this Dust 2, I don't want to call it a gimmick. Let's call it a curveball, is into play. Going to be really, really interesting scenes. We can't talk to Jakey. We don't have anyone to help fill our tactical timeouts. He just has to sit at home listening to us going, oh, it'd be nice to say something.
It would be nice, wouldn't it? Poor guy.
MC's still with us, though. MC, where can you take us? Do you have anything interesting to show us right now? Because Refresh, I can tell you he's not back in the server, ladies and gents.
I just want to know who went around throwing all these rugs on the wall. They're all over the shop.
That's like Cold Zero graffiti. Oh, okay. Did you see somebody with the Dust 2, the one, was it the Inferno that they could explode things on? I forget which one it was. But
Destructible Inferno, yeah.
Oh, no, it was another one of those bloody 3 clicks Philip videos where he was talking about this Dust 2 that was like an anniversary edition and they had opened it up. That one was quite interesting to look at.
Oh, I did see that, where basically a secondary map within it.
Yeah, just expanding things as we know it.
I do think that that's a very good corner for entertaining there. You know, you've got all your chairs pointing the right direction. There's no TV to distract.
I just wonder if they live in the same house as me, just with the trash bags in the corner, because you're not getting the garbage man up in here. What is this area?
Up in here.
It's not really a couch in the corner. The TV, no reception.
I mean, it makes sense. There's a bloody war going on.
That's true.
Priorities, Chad. You've got to get them right. And it looks like our priority is to get this game started. Again, thank you very much to our magical camera operator. That's MC, who does all those mythical fly-throughs.
Okay.
And we are back to the races. Chad, to screw our heads on tight. We do see just Eagles and keeping it reserved after we saw FURIA take a gamble. Oh my God, I'm just catching up myself. Took a gamble, saved. It was a 5v4, blah, blah, blah. We're all up to date.
And Junior actually has a P250, so they all have something upgraded right here for FURIA. They've stacked over towards B and apartment. So the Palace push right here from Yuri. Very difficult angle to clear. And if they actually keep control of that and it is an A set piece, could be an issue. But this one's a lot slower out of the gates from Heroic here, just feeling out where FURIA are.
The only concern I have, Chad, sorry to talk over you.
No, no worries.
The only concern I have at this point is because of the fact that Yuri was so pushed up in Palace, my point no longer stands. He's actually come back into the site. I just figured if they were to commit to A, that late Palace FAMAS could do wonders. But it seems that actually FURIA are starting to stack into the A site. Now, the bomb's mid, make no mistake, it's entirely hinges on Heroic's decision-making. But with Cadian in the apps with an SMG, it does seem indicative of at least an info play. Oh, more than info from Art. He actually draws blood. 2 to the belly. Tessis is gone, and Cadian's reporting no contact on B.
Refresh is going safe as well, so he's not going to die to anything mid. He's going to go all the way around B apartments. Shush can still deal with this A push, and through connector they go. They've got themselves that AK.
Yo, they're actually reacting really quick. They're going through mid. Now, Stoun's got Keserato, but he may not be ready for so many. He hears them. They're a little too loud. And now ready for action. They could boost. But it seems they'd rather pull the plug. The bomb will be planted. And Shush, you can see, is already really completely disconnected from this whole process. He'll be hoping to try and catch Junior from behind.
This AK is great for Vinny to hold on to, and the FAMAS for Yuri's not too bad either. That's the second round purchase, which they can carry through to the first.
I wonder if Shush is going to actually hear Vinny from behind, if he's loud. This could be a really funny twist of fate. Shush is being stalked, almost, without realizing. They might just pass each other like ships in the night.
He's going to hear Junior running top mid. Junior hanging around for an exit. So, yeah, Shush isn't going to get too much for his troubles. A kill is nice. But if he goes back and watches and sees how close he was to Vinny there in that AK-47, fate's a cruel mistress. The bomb goes off. 9-9. We're all tied up and we're about to get underway with the gun round. So, action-packed. Here we go.
You going to keep any of those SMGs?
I think they should. I really think that they should. I don't think there's too much of a reason not to, because when you consider the pace of this game, one of the things that Heroic of old liked to do on Mirage was they would always go for this heavy mid control, and then they would decide kind of where the kills came in or the resistance came in, where they would pivot. So the SMGs aren't bad to keep, and well, considering the residual cash they have, if they go quick onto a round like this, we call it a bit of a bonus in the business. Reap some rewards. Top mid smoke. Early flashes towards B. Exchange of util in the apartments. That's going to force out a lot of utility from these B defenders and keep too focused towards B apps. But there's a third man over on short. That third man is Art with the AWP.
Yeah, and if they boost for window peek, they're not going to get any info initially. Huge standoff in middle now. Now connector's smoked. That might spur someone like Yuri to take a look into that window boost. I imagine that's what it's intended. Nice catch. Cadian just walking on up, back exposed. First frag found. Refresh. Here's the rotate off of that AWPer. And so Stown trying to take this gap. Art's already aware of it. And Stown is too. Okay, big find. Now Yuri, with his back turned at the moment, is vulnerable. Connector, also a priority. And with Stown alive, there's so much power. Oh, he's being pushed though. And Stown caught out completely. Yuri, just by not taking that contact immediately, has found another frag that puts FURIA back in good stead. 30 seconds. They're lurking in that smoke, and Refresh will catch K-Serato. You got a bit too inquisitive. The down. Vinny does not find the frag. Shush. Damn, what an adjustment on the M4. Yuri's ahead of the flames, actually sneaking out of the window.
They're not expecting this.
Not at all. Tessa's surely going to get caught out here, and the transfer into the second is important. Shush is low. He's nearly done it all. Now, just Refresh. In 2 frags to his name. Junior's out the window. Refresh has no ideas. Nothing to confirm. I think Junior may have given him a little bit of a cue. He seems a bit more switched on now, a bit more aware, and dances around the site to secure it. Close, but no cigar for Yuri. 3 heroic frags. But it is going to be the Danes to take it. 10 now to 9. Refresh, solid defense in the end.
Yeah, that was huge stuff, right? He gets to enter onto K-Serato, even able to bail them out when the push came in and having to close out the 1v1 pressure moment here, and that's what you want to see. Smoke fades. That's the opening they're looking for. This one from Shush was great. He cops that dink. You see how low he's looking in that situation, and this is from Refresh up and over. Nice little stack after the plant and a big clutch, so getting fired up. Heroic, and look at this, double AWPs, back out for FURIA. Okay, okay. Interesting looking purchase here.
It is, isn't it?
Surely they don't expect double AWPs again.
No, and that they're hoping to exploit that. You know, maybe the call leaves gaps open for AWPing lines, especially aggressive ones like that.
Everyone's going to be here on A.
Yeah, you've got the whole server is on this side of the map.
They have so much utility. If they just go out dry here, this is where they can get picked off by AWPs. First flash is going to come before Stown peaks.
And that AWPer is gone. They heard it, though, and they're probably raising an eyebrow or two. Art confirms there's another one in play. K-Serato really doesn't have much hope, but he does so much damage. Headshot, more bullets. Cadian low, finished off by Yuri. And they're making this AWP Deagle work. Stown can't bail himself out. FURIA snatch it back, and the momentum just torn out of the heroic camp.
Oh, they even get that second AWP back in play. What an insane type of buy from FURIA. 2 AWPs and just some Deagles around it. They're able to pull it off with a stack towards that A bomb site.
Art was hitting the right shots as well. K-Serato keeps default attention. Let's see where they came from Art. So he held the palace push. K-Serato, he did so much damage. I think he actually got a headshot through the bricks as well onto Cadian. Enabled Yuri to finish off the job. Wow. Okay, FURIA, very capable with just an AWP and Deagles. Now they've got all the bells and whistles. M4s, an aggressive... They had a boost designed for him, and he still goes down. Tessus, revenge found.
Necessary kill from Tessus here, otherwise that one could have spiraled very quickly. You don't want Art on the loose, and there's Biff over in the B halls again. K-Serato on one side, Refresh on the other, and Guess whose teammates are coming to back him up? If Queserado goes down the B bomb side, the closest rotator is Vinny, making his way over now. Should get there in time. Yuri's calling a ramp clear. Another indication that something is up, something is wrong. It's a minute 10 left on the clock, and just parking the bus right now are Heroic. And once again, so many nades for this.
Queserato, they know where you are, and they've found your head. Shush dead. Vinny into the site. Survival is the primary aim of the game here, and Tessus is going to meet his M4 as well. He burns down, good use of the util from Refresh. He deploys a smoke to enable the plant. Can't really be knocked unless Junior goes for a wild one into the blind smoke. Instead, he'll keep his eye to the scope. Close quarters action now for both of them now. It's only 9 HP for Refresh, so if he meets Junior, more of a chance than not. But Yuri's M4 will make short work of him. Junior. First contact through Yuri to trade. Stown finds him. Yuri on that bench position, still so uncertain as to their location. Refresh is in a prime position. And Yuri messing around with weapons, trying to escape. Yeah, he is, and I'm not sure he's going to be allowed to.
Kitchen's cut off.
Refresh has his cross back. He's going to die to the bomb blast if he's not careful, though.
They all might go down.
Yeah, Yuri saves the AWP. Fair play. They fall. It's certainly something out of nothing. But Heroic posting an 11th. These guys keep trading blows. That's the first CT round. Short-lived success from FURIA.
Yeah, and they can buy the double AWPs again, right? So there's no issue with the type of buys that they're looking at here. We can see that already reflected. One's in the hands of Queserado, one for Junior. Yuri's buying in with a rifle, and Art and Vinny have enough to purchase as well.
So they can't do it with a full buy, but they can do it with just AWPs and deagles.
Yeah, and I think here, when you look at this timeout that Heroic have taken, this indicates who's kind of feeling the pain of that last round a little bit more. Heroic with their cash strap. Shush's got 3.5, 3.5 with Cadian as well. It's only Tessus, Down, and Refresh who can have an AK-47 with some nades behind it. So when you know that this double AWP is being rocked, a really good way to deal with it is a full execute, right? We're talking smokes towards CT spawn, getting the top stairs, getting those SMGs out in the face. And Shush has even gone for a Galil as opposed to an SMG, so I'm not too certain what type of a play Heroic would be going for, but something a bit faster is a way to stifle these AWPs. Coordinated with pace. Cadian buying in last second, goes to Galil as well, so it won't be SMGs. This might be more of a default spread. Smoke lands top middle.
Game Sound will be back momentarily, I'm sure.
There you go. Magic powers right there. If they just default here and they get picked off by the AWPs again, real problems. Queserado's actually picked up the second, so won't be as threatening as Art usually is.
Oh, wide-eyed and goes down on that flash smoke push.
They were ready for that one.
Yeah, everyone's just staring at that. They know he likes to make those early plays in mid, even throwing his own smokes and playing around them. So that's a big find. They previously were trying to boost for it as well. And there's a connector smoke for you.
Yuri's pushed up close ramp again, so I can call that clear once more. And this is where Queserado's AWP really comes into play. He knows that something's coming. Tessus looks like he's first on the plate.
This is such great denial of info. Like the CTs, they're pushing ramp, but they're still not convinced. They don't know. Queserato might get the info now, though. Ready. And baited. Okay, Apps pressure and presence. Vinny rotating in. Cadian stops Junior in his tracks and doesn't see too much more on A.
Pivoting down to pass.
They're trying to go A. They're trying to go A.
It's going to be heard from window.
Oh, Vinny. He knows exactly what's up. Ops for CT. Queserato's rotate in is nailed. Cadian, huge find. He's killed 2 people rotating between the 2 sites. The Fakey boys for sure. And Vinny, great find. If Yuri finds another, it could get chaotic. Cadian was quick to the draw, and now only Yuri, but it's starting to feel manageable.
Look for the bomb. Molly as well.
Tessus on stairs. Getting across is the hard part. And Cadian's got it under lock and key. 4 frags for the in-game leader as he puts himself firmly into the center of the scoreboard. On the AWP, no less. It started with the Galil. I'm sure we'll see some of them in the highlight package, because my point stands. Cadian straight up, and this is Heroic just completely getting into the minds of FURIA, not the other way around. He's caught Junior as he starts to try and move back to support B.
This one here.
Exhibit A. And then he kills Queserato, trying to rotate to A when they go at A. Masterful. 12 for Heroic, and this is a big advantage now on the T side of FURIA's pick. This could be the last few differentiating moments now. Again with the Deagles and AWPs. Now, if history's anything to go by, this is where FURIA post their second to CT round. What can Heroic do to stem that?
Junior's forward again, so they are looking for a pick, definitely searching. And if they'll start to fight, they can clamp on down. Lots of bodies from FURIA around middle here. Just
expect to see Stoun's util before he takes that potential angle.
He's got the bomb on his back as well, so risky position for him to find himself in. Refresh is here helping on out. They're just hoping for a push.
Here he comes. And it's worked out well. That was the AWP gone, and Heroic can just take a big chill pill.
Oh!
Really? Trying to stop that from happening. Just the one with a nice Heroic Deagle headshot. They know he's ladder. Heroic still just in this mid float, letting the frags come to them.
45 seconds. It's unlikely this one goes wrong, especially with the CT so split up. But through Connect, the bomb's been dropped, might be heard. Shush should be clearing this out unless Yuri pushes through. Well, that's heard.
Yeah. And it's an easy find. Though, using that AWP to great success.
No scope, headshot through the wall.
Yeah.
Well, he's really looking to hold on to something here, and I feel Heroic have control of this second half in a big way.
What a T-side.
Yeah, and it's been really good stuff. But if you consider how we've gotten to this point, Refresh had 2 really big rounds in back-to-back succession. Cadian had that 4-kill round with the Galil as well, where he picked up the AWP in the final stages. Those have all, I don't want to say individual because they've had to work as a team to put themselves, but it's been individuals getting the frags to seal the deal. Refresh with another.
Like, they're legit. This is the FURIA that pantsed Astralis yesterday, and they're definitely being made to work a whole lot harder here against what I considered and consider, for now, the Danish Prince.
Yeah, and I think one of the factors that has been going well for FURIA in all of their games, or at least in the playoffs, has been Vinny looking fantastic.
Good point.
He's been kept a little bit quiet in this one. Only 9 kills so far. Junior also only on 6. You contrast that to Yuri, who's up there with 23. But right now is a chance for FURIA to stop the bleeding. They bought on in. Double AWPs again. Plenty of utility. Diffuse kits are there. They have everything they need for this. What's the mix-up going to look like here?
Yeah.
You know, like poor Vinny's been floating like all the time. He's never really able to plant his feet.
Well, that's also a product of the team you're up against.
Yeah. Oh, they get this. 3,400 in the next round. FURIA will be strapped for cash. So important one here for both teams. Window smoke immediately. Art's going to be denied vision.
Fresh could have a very important duel if Yuri wants to press the issue. He doesn't seem to be doing so just yet. More passive, safe in the knowledge that Junior has his ramp, can take that line of sight. That's a T-smoke in apps, and that's the same one that they've previously executed through.
They're really taking the pace out of this one, Heroic. So hoping for these aggressive maneuvers, hoping that Art tries to swing through a smoke again and gives them a bit of a freebie. But they've done their probing, and they're already heading back towards A. Yuri, the menace. 23 kills up towards the balcony position. Is going to be hard to get past and flashed on in. Doesn't see anything, but guess what? That's bad information. There are a few players behind that.
It almost works in Heroic's favor here. So a connector smoke's going to be thrown out, which isn't too effective, given the setup. And they're bursting in now. Oh, Junior completely not looking. Yuri was responsible, but he's got nothing to show for it. Round 1. See you later. 14 found. They can't afford to lose all of their weapons. Kits, M4s, and Kev, they'll keep it all. But Heroic getting ever closer to taking FURIA's pick away from them now. That's 14, and a convincing one at that. Something as simple as an early default into the AXEC, I suppose.
Yeah, it didn't feel like they needed to do a lot there, but that timing on that flash and seeing nobody's hearing nothing kind of really worked against FURIA, because as soon as you step on in and you go, oh yeah, that's clear, you're not expecting the hit to come in 5 seconds later, and yeah, Junior just out of the position. They're throwing the AWP away, just making sure that can't be picked up, so Cadian will hold on to his. The secondary one for Junior will not be found, and surprisingly, not throwing any bodies at this Heroic. They had a couple of members who maybe could have a look in, but are playing the long game. Bomb goes off, that's 14, and these 3 saved guns for FURIA are integral, because now with the 3,400 max loss bonus, guns can be dropped to Junior and Yuri.
I mean, we were praising FURIA's mad T-side, right? Where they were doing lots, like a wide playbook of different hot and cold, fast and slow, you know, a mixed bag. And now Heroic have only gone and done one better. So it was a 9-6 T half for FURIA. It's currently 8-1 for Heroic's T-side. They have not had many slip-ups. Just the single slip up on that double AWP Deeg. And a third timeout called by FURIA.
I'm just trying to take a little bit of a look here at the spawns. Maybe a mid control could be in order for FURIA, something where they go as a team. You know, you Molotov behind the top mid box, you might push up and try and force a fight. The issue is you can't be strong everywhere, so A or B could be weak if Heroic decide to go for an all-in call. They have been a bit slower and a bit more spread in the last few. The mind games are really entrenched right now as we get back underway. All the guns scooped up. Let's get himself a bag of utility. Junior's being given the AWP, needs to deliver now, and the vent not broken. So if we go for any mid control for Heroic, that sound cue will give it up. Smokes towards A, 2 of which keeping the A defense honest, as that's an early Molotov on towards B just in case of a push here. Heroic can set up and get ready to go behind this. Oh, he spotted on the jump. Oh!
Hard shot to hit, and it doesn't pull the smoke out, Serato. Fair play. That's good restraint.
Didn't even move the setup on A either. Everybody from FURIA standing strong. This is not a mid-control setup. This is similar as to what we saw them do to Na'Vi.
So there were 4 leaning B apps. They fired off a shot and just returned for the A finish. How will this work out? Art's not hearing anything.
Are they going to sell a fake on B with these
trying
two?
to sell a fake, yeah, they've got full util here.
Well, they could double pump, right? They could throw the fake onto A, then have the B players limp on out. That will force at least a sound cue or 2.
Okay, so now A's on notice.
Oh, Cadian, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
No!
Actually predicted it. Checks his corners and finds Art. It's only going to be more convincing
Bomb's going
now.
back to B.
He's pulled the AWP out. So threatening. Serato and Vinny haven't been fully convinced, but they have lost their lives in their transitional period. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Refresh is on his way as well. Vinny.
It's all on Vinny.
Yeah, what have you got? You said he's been relatively quiet.
The bomb's going back.
Oh my god, the fakey boys are coming. He's going through under. Will Yuri hear it?
16 seconds.
Will Yuri hear it? That's the frag. 12. Get running. Oh, good grief, they're doing it. Heroic with the 1, 2, 3. Triple fake. Sure, man. Yeah, okay, cool. Bombs down A. Junior's alone in the 1v2.
What's he meant to do here? AWP in hand, Kit on his side, but all in all, 2 players to find. He's got no idea where they are.
Yeah, you just have to hit some very stylish reaction shots. Stan's not going to give him the opportunity. And that's Heroic finding 15. Chad?
I can't believe that they pivoted that late. Like the indecision, well, not even the indecision.
Is it indecision? That's what I'm saying.
This is the thing. You have to trust explicitly in what your in-game leader of Cadian is saying.
Every time.
Whoever called it, you cannot hesitate. If you hesitate in that moment and you continue forward, or maybe you're like, are you sure? Think about the detail.
Yeah.
Think about the amount of time. Yuri's already doing his best to slow him down.
Like, for heaven's sake, they are fighting ramp, close quarters, as Refresh is in T-spawn rotating to B. And then he ends up going under to... Okay, yeah. I'm over it. I'll come back to that one. Madness so far from Heroic, and Art can't lose his life, can't afford to. The only AWP in play. He takes it aggressive and gets knocked to 25. FURIA still with just 1 round to show for the second half here in the semis. And don't forget that Dust 2 is up next, a map we haven't seen FURIA on in forever.
Art's going to call mid-clear. He sees nothing.
Well, no, he's seen a smoke and a frag. Down's gone. If he found another, wasn't far off. Whistles past Shush. This is smart. Getting Art boosted up on short if they tried to punish that window AWP. They've smoked him off, but he'll get straight through it. Posted up and hunting. A nice chance. Shush shoots through his teammate. Does lose Tessus in the process, but finding the AWP and finishing off the job ain't too shabby.
Refresh has been beating Serato in a lot of these fights here. It comes down to this again.
So bombs on Shush.
They're just hiding.
Yeah. They want the CTs to rejig. Refresh confirms the still feet planted at B.
Okay, he can pick it from short.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. Flashes for his cross there. It's only going to get them more convinced of A. And Serato in his transitional period. Look at this. Oh, they're playing it well, but Refresh has gone down. That's a big find. Shush. Hunting. Vinny's rotating.
Time.
Kitchen, they're both there for him, and that's the bomb. Perfect.
That's the round.
That's a round for FURIA. And Cadian, yeah, with 5 seconds left, he's just going to have to hope he goes down.
All right.
Does 2 AWPs recovered. That's going to be really nurturing for the CT economy of FURIA. They really did need that, as well as the round, of course. Okay, 2 CT rounds now boasted by FURIA. Let's see how that one shaped up. It was really Keisarato's fine onto Refresh. He said the head-to-head does definitely go his Refresh way, but good use of his movement, manages to get that completely clean, which enables a second.
Alex, I don't want to get stuck in here for a second, but we've got 4 MAC-10s coming out when Heroic has so much money to buy. They're going for something super fast to finish this game. 4 MAC-10s and 1 AK. They could have bought AKs, they could have had AWPs, they could have had everything.
I've seen this a couple of times, but to go for a 4 MAC-10 B apps pop, you want to try and lay down a little disrespectful finish here. It's fast, it's furious. And it's already been met by Vinny's M4. Even trades, Keisarato being swung on, and he's actually fallen to Refresh 2 with the MAC-10.
With the smoke!
Yeah, and Art's only hit 1 before Refresh continues to just lay down more damage. 3 frags. Oh, Heroic. Can they convert? Refresh, he's actually going to find another one. He's on for the ace. 4 frags in the 4 MAC-10 round to close it out against FURIA on their pick. It's only Yuri. He's been fragging up a storm, but they're holding the line, and it's all Refreshes. What an announcement. Heroic take Mirage, and Refresh take a bow. Huge performance from the Danes. Big brains. We'll be breaking that one down to the desk. And then we ready ourselves for Dust 2. You don't want to miss it.